knows it. But will they do it here at the... In Bolton, it's not necessarily the opponents he would have wished for. But remember back in November when Chelsea went top, he cheekily forecast that they would win the title at Bolton in April. Maybe among his many gifts, the special one does have a capacity. Well, Bolton's team shows one change to the side that drew at Villa. Nicky Hunt is out with an injured shoulder, so Vincent Candela, who missed last weekend after the birth of his baby daughter, returns at right back. Candela won the Italian title with Roma, and if there was such a thing as an advice line for potential champions, it could be manned by 6 of the Bolton side. They have more players with a title win on their CV than the visitors. Geremi's inclusion for his 10th Premiership game is his first start in the league since the second match of the season and guarantees him a medal when the job is done.
Well, it's pretty easy to know how Sam's going to line up his Bolton side. Familiar looking set-up. An awful lot of emphasis is getting the ball to Kevin Davies up top on his own as early as possible and pressing it. The threat comes from the wide areas, no doubt about that. Giannakopoulos and Huth, they might swap sides, they don't necessarily stay as we have them there. Hierro will anchor, and of course they'll look for Okocha and speed to create from that central area. It's a bit more difficult to think what Jose Mourinho's got to do with his side. With no Makélélé in the side, we have it down as a diamond in midfield, with the 3 in midfield. That's a little unusual. We're not sure about Guðjohnsen. We hear he's going to play up top today, but he could easily drop down into a wider area, and either Jarošík or Tiago could just go infield a little bit and play a more familiar system. We'll let you know about that as soon as the game kicks off.
Well, you almost need to be a Chelsea pensioner to remember the last time they won the league. 1955, the year the Guinness Book of Records was first published. Albert Einstein died, and one Andy Gray was born on the 30th of November.
Correct, sir. You have done your homework.
So we can just about say you don't remember the last time Chelsea won the league. And another nice little symmetrical touch. 1955, the last time Chelsea won the title. This is game number 55 of the season in all competitions. It will be started by Didier Drogba and Frank Lampard. It could be a momentous day in the history of Chelsea Football Club. Here's Makélélé. Now Frank Lampard, who, like John Terry, hasn't missed a Premiership game all season. Geremi instantly gets forward and looks for Guðjohnsen with a cross, but it's cleared to Diouf. But Geremi's won it back for Makélélé. Now Tiago. Geremi back to Lampard, who doesn't like missing matches. He's got a proud record of consecutive appearances in the Premiership. Has a strike there. Just an early test for Jääskeläinen.
Yeah, I just don't know what he did there, though. He pulled up pretty quickly there when he struck that. He's had a little touch at the groin there, the left side. And I just wonder, on the little stretch there, and he immediately just went to it. He's not happy. This is a worry, not just for today, but what's coming up.
Well, that was the big gamble that Jose Mourinho took in naming a strong team with only 2 changes right in between those.
He's really struggling, Rob.
Real worry as all eyes are on Lampard, while at the other end Giroud tries to get through, but he's carried it too far. Lampard, who is desperate to play in every game, but he's clearly got a problem.
Yeah, it's his stomach area, it's the groin area. Or whether he's just got whacked with the ball in a very delicate area. That, of course, we haven't considered. Perhaps that's it. So let's just say one of those that he should run off.
There's Candela. Now Diouf. Diouf on a seasons-long loan from Liverpool, with whom Chelsea are battling for this place in the Champions League final.
Well, you pretty much know what's going to come from this stage. So Chelsea, unless they pull a flanker here and kid everyone, this is getting launched. And this is the kind of thing that Chelsea picked the team for as well, I feel. They can stick Jarošík back there. They've got Geremi and Tiago. They're all back in there. They're all good in the air. Supplements what's already there.
Makélélé right on the line in front of Okocha, but he's still got distance on the throw-in. And the shot from Giannakopoulos is well taken by Pedersen, but already a worrying sign for Chelsea of how Bolton could break through.
It's a comfortable save, and it's a comfortable save because of William Gallas. Gallas's block here. That was just so important. Gallas doesn't get that. That's flying past the goalkeeper from that range. Because he hit it really hard, Giannakopoulos. Super block from Gallas.
Given away by Okocha, Guðjohnsen to Lampard, Drogba available.
Well, how did Ben Haim get that away from Guðjohnsen? It looked like he was just stupid to head it in.
Got enough on it.
Well, it looks like he picks him out. Here's a sloppy ball from Okocha that puts his team in trouble. But Guðjohnsen looks like he's just about to stoop to this. Takes his head now. Ben Haim just hooks the leg round. Oh, what a big touch that was.
Again, they put Makélélé right on the line in front of Okocha, but he still gets plenty on the throw. Jarošík meets it. Gardner happy to let it go for another throw.
I think pattern set. Any set plays around here from 40 yards from goal. No wonder JJ Okocha's knackered every game here at home. Most of the energy's spent on this.
Well, he expends more now to get it in there.
Makélélé's getting booked. You're not allowed to jump. People might be a bit confused about what's going on here. But I mean, I think Steve Dunn's a little harsh. I mean, all right, it's not a great rule. People are sometimes unsure about it. You're not allowed to do that. I just think a quiet word this early in the game to say to Makélélé, listen, don't do that. Once more and I'm going to have to book you. To book him right away for the first time, I think it's a little fussy.
And it puts referee and player under pressure. But at the moment, it's Chelsea's defence that's been under the greater pressure. First from throw-ins, now from Hierro's kick. Hit by Okocha.
He's good enough in that sort of range. Not one of his best. Not one of his best. Again, look at the pressure they're under to get it clear. Even John Terry, a great header of the ball, can only just drop it down to the edge of his box. Such is the pressure. But I think we've seen the pattern of the game now. We've seen 2 or 3 great moves from Chelsea. Lovely football, slick, passing the movement. On the other hand, we've seen Bolton. What they're going to do, they're going to get pressure on Chelsea at the back as soon as they can.
Sam Allardyce reckons that Jose Mourinho was so impressed by the way Bolton played this particular game in the 2-2 draw they got at Stamford Bridge that they've actually incorporated some aspects into their own play this season. Away by Ben Haim, this is Giannakopoulos. Now JJ Okocha. Lead ball to Gardner. Speed's gone up on the outside of him. Davies waits in the middle. Cut out by Carvalho. Guðjohnsen. Siding challenge from Kevin Davies. Chelsea still bitterly complaining about that booking for Claude Makélélé. The referee went straight to his pocket without first issuing a warning to Makélélé. By Geremi, but Gardner has kept it in. Diouf. Diouf now looking to turn away from Carvalho, bundled over by Geremi.
You know, you'd think that Jose Mourinho and his team of coaches would have been saying to his players, now listen, let's not give any daft free kicks, stupid free kicks away in areas where they're really going to put us under pressure, like that. You know, that staff, Geremi just bundling into the back of El Hadji Diouf like that. Now what have they got to do? They've got to defend a good ball in, no doubt.
Hierro's the one who has to provide the quality here for Bolton. Czech came and didn't get there unusually.
Well, just brushed his gloves, I think. He certainly didn't get the purchase he was looking for. Just got enough on it, skimmed off the fists. Doesn't look to catch this, but just fends it away.
Speed's corner, and again he has to punch. Here's Giannakopoulos. Okocha stumbled, and that's allowed Tiago to bring it clear. Guðjohnsen, who was under pressure. Interception by Gardner. Now Giannakopoulos. Switched well to El Hadji Diouf. It's a good ball from the Greek international to Diouf. He's trying to take on Gallas. And Gallas just keeps him at bay.
Might be a good little battle, that. Gallas felt it came back off Diouf when he blocked it. Didn't get the decision.
And Bolton getting plenty of joys, winning throw-ins, free kicks and corners. And this latest one from Speed, the goalkeeper stays on his line for. And Davies got up and heads it away from goal.
Well, Chelsea are lucky it's John Terry and no one else contesting this with Davies, because Terry makes life difficult enough for him. You see the had to muscle each other. Worrying little start for the Chelsea manager, under a bit of pressure early on.
In some ways, perhaps the start that he would have expected. Bolton haven't made life comfortable for any of the leading lights that have come here already this season. Already beaten Arsenal and Liverpool and held Manchester United. Jarošík. Moved away by Giannakopoulos just to relieve the pressure. Now Geremi. This is Frank Lampard. Speed across there with him. He's taking a quick throw into Guðjohnsen, trying to steer it back in Lampard's direction. Davies slipping and giving it away to Geremi. Now John Terry. Jarošík.
You can see how narrow Chelsea are in midfield today. Tiago and Jarošík, Lampard, Makélélé. No great width. Any width they do get, you feel will come from Geremi and Gallas.
Here's Diouf. Winning the battle with Guðjohnsen. Now Ben Haim. Aimed for Davies. Speed has gone in there to join him.
It's a decent ball. I think that's the target. I think that's what he tried to do. I mean, Carvalho's nowhere near as good as Terry in there. I expect to see Kevin Davies, when they get it right side, just pulling onto Carvalho, expecting to beat him.
Here's Diouf. Taken down by Makélélé. Here's Candela. Speed header.
400 odd games, and this has been part of his make-up all through his life in the Premiership. His ability to head the ball, Gary Speeds. Not easy, that. Did well to turn and get it on target. The only surprise to me in this team he plays in, Gary Speed, that he hasn't got more goals for Bolton. Only one this season, I think, and that recently.
Last week, a header against Aston Villa. Lampard. Drogba had set off. Gotti had read it.
Needed it over the top. I think Frank just underhit that pass. There was plenty of grass that Drogba was aiming for.
Here's Candela. Looking for Davies, it drifts past him. He had again pulled on to Ricardo Carvalho, and the pressure on the defender has led Steve Dunn to award Chelsea the free kick. Ricardo Carvalho, one of Jose Mourinho's Porto disciples, looking for a third successive championship after doing the last couple of years with his former club. And his mentor there, and now at Chelsea, has already seen things to make points about at half-time. Gallas, who was perhaps the one Chelsea defender you might have expected to be rested today because of the recent back trouble he suffered. Here's Gallas. Difficult to leave players out when the glory is in sight, as it is today. But it does need a Chelsea win, remember.
It's funny, that little instant there with John Terry. Anywhere else on the football pitch, you get a free kick given against him. You know, and he just no interest in the ball, just runs straight into Diouf to keep away from it. But you don't get it on your own goal line. Watch this, he wants to let the ball go, but watch him now, right across Diouf. I mean, anywhere else that's a free kick, but you never get it given there. It's amazing.
Gotti. Geremi. Ricardo Carvalho. Now Terry. Geremi. Now Makélélé. Drogba. Steve Dunn obstructed him. Looking for the ref there.
Not easy to get round. Steve Dunn, I would say.
Speed to Giannakopoulos. Now Okocha. This is Candela. Diouf looks to get the better of Gallas. Jarošík. Gallas stood his ground.
That was great. Great little passage of play. Super individual skill from Diouf, but dogged defending from William Gallas. Stuck at it.
And when you think that Gallas is playing in an unfavoured position at left back, it perhaps demonstrates why there is apparently a level of annoyance that Arjen Robben wasn't prepared to risk his own fitness to play against Liverpool the other night, even though Chelsea have denied there's a problem with Robben and his manager. Didier Drogba has possibly talked himself into trouble here with Steve Dunn.
Well, he has talked himself into trouble, whether it's just a little talking to back or whether he's going to book him for that. He went a little bit too far. It's been a frustrating 15-16 minutes for Drogba and Guðjohnsen. They've not had a lot of the ball. I think he's arguing about the tackle Steve made on him a little earlier. Until it was a definite free kick, didn't get the decision.
Well, it's been settled amicably enough in the end. Bolton's late equaliser at Stamford Bridge came from a Bruno and Gotti free kick. That one is met only by Terry. Hierro.
Didn't quite get it out in front of him. the way he would have liked. And has to adjust quickly. Didn't really get enough purchase on the ball.
Here's Guðjohnsen. Away by Fernando Hierro. Davies to Giannakopoulos. There's Okocha. Now Gardner. Davies. Good driving run from Gardner, although Terry made it look smooth.
Yeah, an awful lot's made about the way Bolton play the long ball, knock it forward, but they're also happy to play it. That shows just how much possession they've had in 17-18 minutes.
Certainly asked the most serious question so far of the two sides. Player cam now switches to concentrate on Kevin Davies. On an afternoon/evening that is as big for Bolton as it is for Chelsea, remember, with European football tantalisingly close. Now Tiago loses his cool with the officials.
Yeah, I just think they're a little quick linesmen at times to stick a flag up.
Speed. Makélélé nearly got himself away from trouble in Okocha, but then got caught by him.
Yeah, you'd normally expect Okocha to be doing that in Makélélé. Great feet.
Czech goalkeeper is the only one apart from John Terry and Frank Lampard to have started every game in the Premiership this season. And like them, he's been a model of consistency. Tiago, Lampard. Geremi.
Drogba. That wasn't the worst ball you see today. Into a good area. Just a shame that Guðjohnsen's a little late getting in there and support. And any ball dropping there, not bad.
Geremi. Drogba breathing down the neck of Bruno and Gotti. Lampard, who's followed up with the ball to Jarošík. Jarošík. Still to score his first goal for Chelsea.
Yeah, he'll need a little bit better technique than this. Never looked comfortable at all. Not the best effort you're going to see.
Around about 3,000 Chelsea fans have come to the Reebok today, hoping to be part of the championship winning party.
Yeah, but I was there. T-shirt brigade, wasn't it?
Somebody told me that match programmes for today are already selling at about £14.50 on eBay.
That makes me a little premature, eh?
Well, that's before they've even achieved any historic value. Face value, by the way, £3. Sense of danger here if Ngotti can get this one down the middle and somebody can follow up. Davies!
Should score. Should score. Marking's woeful here. Just shrugs off John Terry physically from 6 yards out. I just don't know whether he believed. It's a rather, well, it's a tentative header. I mean, just rise and power that one in from 6 yards. You've got to score there. That's a massive chance. The attempts from Bolton, Quite a few on target, yeah, I thought there was.
That was their best opening so far, and a bit more belief then from Kevin Davies, and he would have ended a drought that extends to 10 Premiership matches now without a goal. Big chance for Bolton.
Again, it's like a lot of performances I've seen recently from Chelsea in the league. It's another one of those low-key starts to a game. You know, it's rather tentative, almost as if they're waiting for it to happen rather than go and make it happen.
Danger for Bolton, of course, is that they do tend to come on strong late on, but there's a chance here. Diouf is through. Oh, and he tried to line it up for Giannakopoulos, and Terry got across to get Ricardo Carvalho out of jail.
Yeah, I don't think Giannakopoulos did Diouf any favours, simply by his position. But the one thing Chelsea do after that horrendous error is they get one or two players in the areas where it's hard for them to find a decent ball. I think the only one's back post there. That they cannot keep squandering opportunities like that, Bolton. You just feel sure about that.
Giannakopoulos with the corner, and Gotti piled in, and this time Ricardo Carvalho makes the header away. Gardner, though, keeps the momentum going. Giannakopoulos up against Frank Lampard. Clear by Makélélé, stopping it before it got as far as speed. Back in there by Gardner. Diouf looks for it to land for him. Now Candela. Header clear by Makélélé. This is Fernando Hierro. Diouf. Away by Terry. Lampard. Jarošík. Given away to Hierro. He tries to spring it to Stelios Giannakopoulos.
It's good though. Pressure's mounting. Look at the action here. It's almost 20% of the game is in Chelsea's defensive third. Sam Allardyce will be happy. He's very much a stats man, Sam. He'll be happy with that. Be happy with the chances his team have created. One disappointment for him, of course, is they haven't taken any.
Here's Giannakopoulos. Okocha. Away by Jarošík. And Candela. Diouf. Well, Bolton seem to revel in this role of being party poopers. They were reportedly very unimpressed when Chelsea sent them a CD to play should they win the title here today, and I think that proved a useful motivational tool for their manager in his pre-match chat to his players, who certainly are fired up.
Well, I think creating a bit of club history yourself, as these players will do with a win today, and qualifying for Europe for the first time, there's enough motivation on their own, but every little bit extra Sam would use.
Certainly punch his weight when it comes to the mind games. Ricardo Carvalho. Diouf in trouble. Played there by Ben Haim. Tiago neatly freeing himself. There's Gallas.
Took his eye off it.
Hierro. Davies. There's Guðjohnsen. So Mourinho just looking to squeeze that little bit extra out of his team, who've been second best so far. Lampard looking for Drogba.
Bread and butter, that.
Hierro. And the last cross. Diouf up at the back post, but cleared by Geremi.
Well, the full-backs, both Gardner and Candela, can get the ball anytime they want. Chelsea playing the way they are, very, very narrow in midfield. If Diouf and Giannakopoulos run them away.
Speed came in on the cross. Hierro!
Well, he's got a thump, doesn't he? Can't strike it. Might be 37 years of age and the legs might have gone a little. But this kind of thing, touch and hit, you don't lose that, no matter how old you get.
Charlton, Chelsea's next opponents. Will that be the day that Chelsea lift the Premiership trophy? Might be the day they have to still clinch the title on.
Absolutely. We've talked about it. This seemed less and less likely that this should go on, this title race, but it is doing. You wouldn't like to go in for 2 away games against Manchester United and Newcastle on the last day looking for something.
Looking for Terry. To win the trophy by next week, it would be presented to them at Stamford Bridge on that weekend, Chelsea. But after that, it would go to the final day at Newcastle. No way could they present Chelsea with the Premiership at Old Trafford in that final midweek. Gardner with a free kick. Here's Diouf. No push.
Yeah, strong enough, Geremi. Stood his ground. This is where he's really upper body strength there. He just gets in front, he seizes him out of the way. Diouf's looking for a free kick. Might have been a little nudge, but he's not going to get a penalty. I often think his reputation, Diouf, precedes him at situations like that. The way to swapped over. At times, Giannakopoulos and Diouf. Different size, just mixing it up.
By Drogba, the initial header from Jarošík, but wrong side for Guðjohnsen. After half an hour, Chelsea have so far weathered what Bolton have been able to throw at them.
There's a little conversation between the three of them there. Diouf is our player cam, obviously, but Diouf was deceived. I thought that was a free kick, and Geremi just going to say, right, keep it on him. He's always thrown himself to the ground. I can imagine that the conversation going along those lines.
Referees generally are on the alert against Diouf, particularly after the one that he won at Blackburn earlier in the season, in which he missed the penalty and then scored from the rebound. Hierro. Now Ben Haim. Away to Gallas. Here's Tiago. Out by Drogba. Geremi. Lampard. Danger well read by Ngotin. There's a tangle with Tiago.
Was well read. I love that. You have 20,000 shouting man on. You've no excuses if the ball's coming to you, have you?
That's when the crowd do become the 12th man. Here's Giannakopoulos. Okocha. A tussle with Jarošík, and Jarošík had hold of Okocha's shirt. Okocha has found Gardner from the free kick.
Well, those are the areas talked about. Both full-backs get in there time and time again.
Chiku swings it in. Terry deals with it. Gardner. Davies. Jarošík. Now Lampard looks to progress. Gotti hits it against him. And a break fortunate for Ben Haim. It came off his arm.
Yeah, that was a shout. Handball. Don't think you're in a very good position to see it, Steve Dunn. If you don't see it, you can't give it.
Jose Mourinho keeping his cool. Knows in his own mind, I'm sure, that it's a case of when, not if, for the title.
Finish line can be a burden, you know, though. Actually getting there. It seems so close and yet time's so far away. And that's the way they're playing at times in the league. Almost just inching their way rather than striding to that finish line.
Got up. Tiago's looking to get something on it, but it's Giannakopoulos who clears.
And you talked about Chelsea learning a few things from Bolton, little example. The long throw, tossed right in, looking to cause a few problems.
A point, remember, would not be good enough for Chelsea to say with any certainty that they'd won the title. In theory, Arsenal could still overhaul them on goal difference.
What is that, about 11 difference, though, isn't it?
It is.
That's hugely unlikely. But, as you say, you never know.
Here's Jarošík. Flag goes up for offside. There's Gallas.
Yeah, there have been too few moments like that for Chelsea in the first half. That was decent football. This is close, very close, but he's probably just off. Flag goes up, has a little look, the linesman. But there have been too few moments like that for Chelsea in this first half. They've not had enough of the ball. Zip's the word I'd use, it's missing. No real zip about the game at the moment.
Here's Ricardo Carvalho. Giannakopoulos. Probably just do Bolton a big favour to catch Chelsea at this particular time in between the two games against Liverpool, which Chelsea are staying in the northwest ahead of that second leg. On by Davies, offside against Al-Hadji. Then kick the ball away towards the long arm of the law. He's here. I wonder if he's here to see the title won today or whether it will go on next week to the home game with Charlton. And of course, in between then, Arsenal do have a game against West Brom on Monday. And again, the title could be settled without Chelsea being on the pitch. Jarošík, Lampard, it's Geremi, but he's stretching to clear. And Geremi's found Drogba. This from the angle. Problem there for Stelios Giannakopoulos, not much hair on top to protect him, and now a wound which, if the referee sees, he'll have to go off.
He will have to go off, yeah. Just dripping down there.
On the throw, Jarošík with a flick on. Gallas. Giannakopoulos. Candela. Davies looking to return it to him. Bolton's smooth progress interrupted by Ricardo Carvalho.
Just take the time. I was going to take a quick one, but then Okocha just took over.
And it's such an effective weapon for them that Okocha is going to take the throw. Makélélé, who's already been booked for jumping from the throw, is taking up the same position again, right in front of the Nigerian. Doesn't jump this time. Guðjohnsen. Okocha came off the hand of Didier Drogba. Well, everyone except Jääskeläinen inside the Chelsea half for this. The open wound has been spotted now by Steve Dunn.
Oh, this is it. One of these long throws. If he goes, just gets hit the arm of Jarošík. Such a huge height difference. It's always likely to happen.
He wants to stay on for the free kick, as you would, but Steve Dunn is insisting on the letter of the law.
It's a good one. It's a good one, that rule, isn't it? You get it on. But no, get off to come back on. I mean,
it does penalise Bolton as well in this situation quite severely. Gotti's kick is in towards Davies. Giannakopoulos is now back on as Okocha tries to bring it under control. Hierro climbing, speed. Due for the header back, here's Candela. Now Diouf. Hierro's shot in the end.
Just on the way back, that was the only thing. If we'd been stepping forward into this, it would have been better. Just leaning back as he made contact.
Jarošík. Well, it's the second demonstration he's given us of why he's yet to score for Chelsea.
Well, they've hardly got near. You see Jääskeläinen, I think Frank Lampard shot in what, the opening minute and a half. Can't remember another save he's had to make.
Is there an element of being jaded about them from midweek exertions, or is that too easy an excuse?
I'm always
to make?
reluctant to use that. I think it's easy. You know, I have been in this situation going for a European thing and trying to close the league out when I was at Everton, and I think it's helped you. People too quickly use that. But you know, you do have bad days at the office. That happens to footballers as well as anyone else. And, you know, they might just be having that little spell where, as I say, I think once they've clinched the title, well, they'll kick on again. You know, you're free from the pressures that they've been under all season, and they'll go. And I think that's why they'd like to do it today, so they can approach Tuesday with a real high.
Diouf going in to challenge Čech too forcefully.
Well, some things you might get away with and think you're unlucky, but look at him. He's run, no eye in the ball, runs at Čech, he's straight into his chest. He's not going to get away with that.
Bolton from Diouf. No surprise to see a free kick go in Chelsea's favour.
Well, still is 42nd minute. It's good possession. You know, that might surprise a few, the way they talk about the styles. It just shows you that Bolton are prepared to, you know, embrace the ball and use it. Clearance
by Hierro. Gallas Davies. Hierro. Ricardo Carvalho. Guðjohnsen. Here's Jarošík.
Well, that left foot, I think, needs to be wound up a little bit because it's not quite working at the moment.
And he's one player who can't use tiredness as an excuse.
No.
He's one of the changes from the midweek.
I think you need to look at that. I mean, I look at Frank Lampard, and in the last month or so, Frank's probably been below his best. His influence in the games that I've seen has been nowhere near the high standards that he set this season. First half, here's another example. I think too many times we've been talking about Frank, what he's done here, what he's done there. And maybe with the games he's played, every one, in what, many years, 2.5 years or something, without missing a game. That's a long, long time to go at this level. So maybe a case for him.
His 143rd consecutive appearance in the Premiership for Frank Lampard. Best run of an outfield player. But Jose Mourinho is making a note, he should be rested once the title's clinched.
That is sporting. The clash with Davies and John Terry, is it? And you don't see that boy on the ground very often.
Yeah, you know when he's injured, it is genuine.
You got a few players around there saying, Davies, his elbow joint, but I think we'll find here, it's two players go up, and I know you have to jump, your arms have to go up. You need to do it for leverage. There's both players up with their arms like that. You see, and it just gets caught. He's a tough cookie, John Terry. Players Player of the Year. Top honour.
Well, first Didier Drogba had more words to say to the referee, and then Diouf did as well, but Terry temporarily disorientated.
Well, he's taking a whack, all right. Combination of the arm probably coming back, his head coming through to head the ball. The impact. I'm say it's a painful one.
But he's defended like a Lionheart all season for Chelsea, John Terry. Player who, what, 4 or 5 years ago was cast in the shadows of the club. Has had a truly wonderful season. Just checking his vision here.
This is a worry. I have to tell you something. This is a worry. As I've said about this lad, he does not sit on his backside in a football pitch for nothing. When you've had a whack like that, it's always make sure. You won't want to lose his inspirational skipper, that is for sure. Now, unsympathetic Bolton fans, but you see here, Kevin Davies, both up to go, arms go up, and then John comes through to head the ball. And his arms there as well, Davies. I think a combination of that, and I'm heading it.
It might be close enough for half-time for Chelsea to get through and then make a decision in the break. The medics always have a great wariness of any potential concussion or certainly problems with the vision. To the whack to the face that he suffered. And the wound rather more than superficial for John Terry at the moment.
Well, as you see, luckily for Chelsea, we're fast approaching half-time.
Bolton certainly haven't been given the ball back in the area where JJ Okocha put it out so John Terry could get treated, and the Bolton fans who are viewing that as a lack of sportsmanship on Chelsea's part, hence the jeers.
And they're not going to throw it back to them on the edge of their own box. I mean,
Jarošík. 2 minutes was shown, maybe a little more than that because of that spillover from the Terry injury. Here's Candela. Okocha. Candela again. Three in the middle for Diouf. Speed. Jarošík. And he's been caught by El Hadj Diouf. The back of the head.
I just think it's daft. I mean, Jarošík's not going to do an awful lot here apart from just knock the ball up in the air, and Diouf's just relieving all the pressure but just giving away a stupid free kick.
Still work to be done then for Jose Mourinho. He's probably got a book full of notes after that first half, but still has to find the ingredient that will spur Chelsea on. So Chelsea have re-emerged with their walking wounded. Just how much that problem to the eye for John Terry will cause him remains to be seen. Certainly Bolton won't be making life any more comfortable for Chelsea in the second half. They've been knocking at the door throughout the game already, and their direct approach has led them to almost score. Čech making a couple of decent saves. Let's have a word from our reporter Jeff Shreves.
Rob, John Terry's got an impact injury on that left eye. The physios are going to keep an eye on him. They hope he can finish the second half, but it remains a question at the moment.
So the physio's keeping an eye on him, and John Terry keeping his good eye on the game. Let's hope it's enough from his point of view to see him through. Here's Giannakopoulos, who had a head injury himself in the first half, now the subject of player cam. For Sky Digital viewers, press the red button on your remote.
I think another reason this might not be quite Chelsea at the very best. You take the three players that aren't playing, individually probably the most creative players they have, Robin, Duff and Joe Cole, and when you take that out aside, you do remove an awful lot of creativity. You know, we put more functional players in. You know, that's the players that certainly could and probably would make a huge difference to this side.
Those two had in the 16 Cole on the bench. Cleared by Geremi. On by Drogba. And here's Bruno Ngotti. Gardner. His kick. Davies climbs. Jose Mourinho engaged in conversation with Phil Brown, and Chris Foy, the fourth official there, intervening. It all seems relatively good-humoured, although he did have points to make to the official, seemingly about the sort of protection that he doesn't feel his team have been afforded. Here's Davies. Useful break this for Bolton. Steers it to Giannakopoulos. And it came off the hand.
Pity, he didn't give him a chance. He played the ball behind Giannakopoulos. A decent run from Davies as well.
There's Lampard. Now Gallas. Tiago for Guðjohnsen.
Always gets that through, yeah.
Away by Gardner. Here's Okocha. Now Diouf. Cue JJ Okocha again. And cue the arrival of Claude Makélélé to meet him. In fact, they've changed roles. Makélélé's moved away. Guðjohnsen is now going to take over the blocking role to try and hamper Okocha's long throw. Still gets it in there though. Here's Drogba. Fell short.
Well, that's what we've done too often today. Had the ball, decent possession, no pressure, and giving it away like that. Didier Drogba guilty that time.
Sam Allardyce will be relatively comfortable with the way things are for his Bolton team at the moment. His 150th Premiership match in charge of the club today, and huge strides they've made too in his 5.5 years in charge. Here's John Terry. Lampard. Jarošík. Final ball. Jarošík down. Here's Gardner. Geremi. Increased confidence that Bolton has shown, reflected by the fans here. We're rounding out the Chelsea contingent of just under 3,000.
Might be a booking as well for Candela. Played a sloppy pass there and just pulled Frank Lampard as he was looking to get onto it. I'm not sure he even needed to. Just gets up in the air a little bit. Lampard sees it. There's a pull. And that was a booking.
Yellow card then for Vincent Candela. Lampard gets his free kick back and looks for Jarošík. Here's Giannakopoulos, closed down by Jarošík. Jarošík's 11th appearance of this Premiership campaign, which means he would qualify for a medal. He's actually won the most titles of any player in the Chelsea ranks. 5 in total, 4 in the Czech Republic, 1 in Russia with CSKA Moscow.
Well, this is a big game for Geremi then in that respect, isn't it? This is his 10th appearance, which qualifies him. Should, as we all expect, Chelsea good to go on and clinch this.
There is Geremi looking for Drogba. Cleared by Ben Haim. And Gary Speed. And Terry's emerged with it. Now Lampard. Gotti gets enough on it to get it away. Gardner then steps over Tiago into space to find Okocha. He plays it against Lampard.
Well, this has been a disjointed start to this half. 7 minutes of errors, really. Giving the ball away, squandering possession. Both teams, not just... we talked about Chelsea not using possession well enough. This is a close one. I tell you, there's not much in that there. Certainly didn't get the benefit of considerable doubt there, Chelsea.
The stakes are so high for both teams. You mentioned earlier about Chelsea, the closer they get, the further away it sometimes seems, and pretty much the same for Bolton as well, who do need this win to ensure European football. Also tripped Giannakopoulos. And more danger here for Chelsea from the free kick. Bruno Gotti, whose last goal in the Premiership was in Bolton's last win against Chelsea some 16 months ago, and that was at Stamford Bridge. He's gone forward for this kick. They've all bunched up in there.
It was two set plays, I think, at Stamford Bridge that brought them goals.
Hierro's ball in, though, is cleared by Drogba.
Offside. Flag's gone up. He doesn't believe it. Looking right across the line. Again, it's a very, very close one. Close enough, I think, to be allowed to go on that.
Here's William Gallas. Tripped by Giannakopoulos. Now Chelsea have the free kick.
he's done well for them, Gallas. Emergency left back, not his natural position. Right-footed player. He does look a little cumbersome at times when he gets forward into those areas. I'm never quite sure he's exactly sure what's going to follow.
Lampard's kick. Okocha away in the end. Makélélé moved out of the way by Diouf, in Steve Dunn's opinion. Geremi. Tiago.
Jääskeläinen, as all goalkeepers do. Somebody gets a shot and goal, that's not allowed. You know, they take it quickly, and I think that they get out there as quick as they can.
Tiago hasn't scored since putting Chelsea 2-0 up in that home game against Bolton back in November, from which Bolton came back to draw. Drogba's been caught. Candela's put the ball out so that he can get treated.
Yeah, I think Hierro might have just caught him, the shorts. He does like a moan up Didier Drogba, I'll say that. I mean, he does get caught. I mean,
well, it's a bad shorts injury.
I mean, it does look, yeah, he caught you. Get on with it. I mean, goodness me. Why make a drama out of a crisis? I mean, it's gone for the ball and it's just great comeback. The point's been made. I just don't understand it, mate. Yeah, he's as amazed as I am. And this is a guy who's seen everything. Fernando Hierro.
Well, he's made a bit of a mountain out of a molehill there, hasn't he, Drogba? Still moaning.
Well, again, whistles round the ground because Chelsea have just knocked it deep into the corner. They are making it really difficult to get the ball out.
Geremi. It's Guðjohnsen's header down. There's Jarošík. Gallas. Makélélé. Ben Haim away. Speed finds Gardner. Davies. And foul by Ricardo Carvalho. Geremi caught by Diouf. Free kick and further action to be taken against Diouf.
Well, I'm not so sure there's any contact here at all. I think Geremi gets out the way. He goes rushing over, and Geremi just pops it around the corner and jumps out the way. I mean, how in the hell can that be a yellow card? I'm not always defended Diouf for obvious reasons, but I think I've got some sympathy on that one. Sam is absolutely livid, and I think having seen that again, you understand why.
Free kick's taken. Jarošík flew in. It's gone round the back to Guðjohnsen, but the referee had already blown. Well, the referee seems to be upsetting all sides at the moment. Still, Sam Allardyce argues the point with the fourth official.
Now, the game hasn't got going at all in this second half. Nothing fluid in it. No passages of play that have been continuous. It's been broken up time and time again by poor play and by stoppages like this.
Chelsea desperate now to build up some kind of momentum, which they've been unable to do so far in a disjointed performance from the team. We fully expect to be seen crowned as champions. Drogba's header back. Now Lampard looks to get in. He's got the better of Candela. Frank Lampard!
They're furious, but right on cue. The guy who's had an unbelievable season, but it's been quiet again today by his hugely high standards. Crops up with another stunning finish. There's nothing here, nothing subtle. You know, it's a long ball, couple of headers won. That's the free kick. That's the free kick. Without a doubt in my mind, it's a free kick. But the rest is just Frank Lampard to a T. And Candela, and then just when you want a cool head, he's always got it, and just when you want to finish, he always seems to have it, and it all comes good at just the right time for Chelsea. They're close, very close.
Half an hour from the winning post for Jose Mourinho. Frank Lampard becomes Chelsea's top scorer with his 17th in all competitions this season.
This referee's upset everyone. Seriously, that's a little nudge there, but nothing compared to what Jarošík did up the other end, that he completely missed or ignored.
Free kick given against Davies now.
The goalkeeper got booked in that. After that, he is sure he saw it. I mean, I think every Bolton player and every Bolton fan on the ground saw it.
Again, Jarošík goes into challenge. There's Okocha. Now speed. Diouf. Guðjohnsen. Jääskeläinen started to come and changes his mind. Here's Didier Drogba. No way through the gap, but he's won a free kick. And having held out for an hour, the pressure really is on Bolton now.
Huth been called back. That should help Chelsea. That should relieve a bit of pressure. They must have been feeling a little anxiety. Expect to see them grow from that. Well, this is Bolton, and you just don't know.
It's Lampard's kick. Oh, it was a free header. What a chance for Carvalho.
How's it? Marking's terrible. Attempted header, equally as bad. What a chance to put the game and win the title there. Well, it's a bit too high for him, is it? No, he's just missed it.
Incredible miss. Double change for Bolton. Kevin Nolan is going to come on, as is Henrik Pedersen. Stelios Giannakopoulos is the first to come off. JJ Okocha, the captain, is being taken off too. Pedersen and Nolan, the men coming on. Here's Nolan. Davies. Speed. Makélélé. Given away to Gardner. It's away from Pedersen. Geremi.
Well, he felt Sam had to make a change since the goal. He talked before the game that if his team were going to win, he felt they had to score first. They haven't done. So having conceded, I'm not surprised he's changed it. JJ Okocha hasn't been at his best. He's not had the influence that Sam knows he can have in a game. So I'm not surprised he's going to. And Pedersen, well, another threat in the air. He's come up with goal after goal this season for them. We'll be looking for him to contribute again.
Here's Candela. Now Hierro. Looking for Gardner, who's done well to keep it in. Nolan. too close to Čech. Drogba move the ball away from the position where the free kick will be taken from.
Well, he's coming off, Drogba. A little concerned that maybe he's getting a little too involved and upsetting too many people out there. He hasn't seen it yet. He still hasn't seen it.
He's still not backing away from little confrontations. Ben Haim is the player he's engaged with now. He's seen his numbers up. Or has he? He's taking his time coming off. A very slow, deliberate exit from Didier Drogba.
What is that about his shorts he's so concerned about? How to win friends and influence people, eh?
Huth is one of those who's still short of appearances for a medal. He needs to play in 2 of the final 3 after this to get one. But Chelsea will win the title if it stays this way. There's Bruno Ngotti. John Terry. Speed. Now Candela. He's won the free kick.
Well, thinking all the time, Mourinho knows what's coming now. In the last 25 minutes, Huth's on. Another big strapping lad. He'll head it. He'll kick it. Supplementary.
Ball in. It's towards Pedersen. Nolan strikes it back in, and it almost came to Ngotti.
He needed to kill that stone dead Kevin Davies, I think it was. Not easy. It was coming at a good pace at him. But it's one of those, you've got to kill it dead and smack it almost all in one movement.
It's Diouf, away by Ricardo Carvalho. Nolan, defended by Geremi. Gardner. Here's Hierro. Now Davies. Pedersen managed to keep it in. Gallas blocks the cross. Speed. Candela. Now Hierro. Candela's run it out. Well, a quarter of the match left. And history beckons for Chelsea. They're within sight now of their first league title in 50 years. El Hadj Diouf. Don't forget that Bolton came from 2 down against their current opponents earlier in the season. No JJ Okocha to provide the long throws now. Gary Speed has taken over that role. Save from Čech.
Well, if you ever wondered what has separated the 3 teams at the top of the league, then that's probably one of the major things. As a goalkeeper can do this, that's in. That's a goal. What a save. What reactions. That's what's impressive. It's his reactions. He just gets a really big hand to this. What a save, sir. What a save. They think it's in behind them.
Well, he's made a couple of big saves this week, hasn't he, in important competitions. The one from Barosh in the Champions League, the one from his own player now. How would Geremi have felt if he'd just cost Chelsea winning the title today?
Well, a bit like Martin Keown when Jääskeläinen came here one year.
That's right. Well, Peter Čech has already kept 23 clean sheets this season if he keeps a 24th. Chelsea are champions. Corner from Hierro. Danger again, but Jarošík this time clears.
Well, that's just luck. That can drop anywhere. Super ball in. It's going to come from everywhere. Expect to see a kitchen sink land in that penalty area any minute.
They are piling it on here. Speed throw towards Davies. Jarošík is in front for this one and is cleared by Makélélé. Guðjohnsen. Now Tiago. Makélélé. Huth.
And that's good. Just that little passage of play, ease the pressure, have kept possession. Exactly what's required. Keep the ball away from Bolton. That's the best way to stop them loading it in.
Candela. Now Ben Haim. Geremi. Lampard. Gallas. Pedersen. And here's Gardner. Hierro. Speed. Just wrong-footed, and Guðjohnsen in chase to this. Here's Gardner. Hierro. Candela looking to locate Diouf. It's Carvalho with a header away. Short from Tiago. Gardner won it back. Gardner.
Chance. Left foot, strong side, sitting beautifully on the half volley. It's a little sloppy here, Tiago, but he read it well. Oh, what's a chance that is. What the goalkeeper hit the target. He's good enough to, Ricardo Gardner as well.
Hierro. Great ball to Pedersen.
What a pass.
Here's Nolan. Off the hand of Candela. They've already got one trophy in their hands, in their imagined dreams, but he's got one very much within his sights now, Jose Mourinho. Davies.
That's when probably John Terry or Huth should get themselves attached to Davies and not leave it to Carvalho.
The man being lauded now by the Chelsea fans is the man who's bankrolled this revolution of that £200 million he's spent on players, £11 million of it. Frank Lampard has come up with a goal that could win the title. Nolan.
Oh, what a ball. Again. Kevin Davies just a little on his heels, I felt, at the back post.
There's one a corner of Geremi. Ben Haim are both in there, so too Davies and speed. Hierro takes, Gallas gets to it. Gotti challenges and wins it for Diouf. Gallas just holds him up for now. Another corner. Diouf wants to get on with it.
Gary Speed says no, I'll get the left foot round this, and if I can get it hooked in and under that crossbar where there's a crowd scene, that's what he'll try and do.
He bends it in towards Hierro. Got enough on it.
They are just about dealing with that, Chelsea, but they've got a great break here.
What a break for Frey. Oh, nearly there.
Well, unless something happens that we don't expect, start carving their name on that trophy. And it's fitting, hugely fitting, that someone who's contributed so much, not just this season, but last as well, to the progression and success of this club, Frank Lampard, finishes it off like this. They just get caught, Bolton. They've loaded it, and he hasn't got a thought in his mind about doing anything else but finishing it himself. And it's just as well he didn't pass, because Carvalho would have been offside. But he's got the confidence to skip round Jääskeläinen. He wants that. Well, I think it's it. I think it's it. Step aside, Arsenal. The new champions are here. And he knows it.
Well, the only time he's seen his team let a 2-goal lead slip was against Bolton. But they've only got, well, they've got less than a quarter of an hour left in which to repeat the feat they managed at Stamford Bridge back in November. But certainly the Chelsea fans believe it. And Frank Lampard, what an end to the season he has had. 9 goals in his last 11 appearances now, which have helped Chelsea get towards the title. Jaïdi, who scored the equalising goal at Stamford Bridge back in November, has now come on to go straight up front. He's come on instead of Candela, but Gotti could be in trouble here against Guðjohnsen. And Jääskeläinen was fouled.
I tell you what, I think the goalie gets away with that.
Hierro looks long, looks for Kevin Davies.
Well, behind that goal, they're saying that Huth took Davies out. He felt the same. I just felt that it was a bit long. The goalkeeper's come to take it, and they dealt with it. They just can't see Chelsea being caught again. This is the one. They're just saying Huth just runs across him. He does. You know, 1 or 2 might have given it. You need things to, not only do you need great footballers and great goals and great saves, so when you need a little bit of luck sometimes. And I think with the first goal they got that. The Jarošík's challenge, I thought it was an absolute free kick, the edge of the box, and that's changed the game.
Jarošík's cross deflects now for a corner. Also had the boost, of course, of that big save from Čech.
That's what I'm saying, in amongst all the great things, Rob, they need a couple of decisions to go your way, all these little things, if you're going to be a title-winning side.
Lampard's ball in. And so Mourinho just wants his team to keep their focus, keep their concentration. He knows that if Bolton do get one back, then there could be a precarious path ahead. Hierro. Ben Haim. Gary Speed fancies a crack, deflects. at Ida Guðjohnsen.
Oh, let him go, referee. Let him go, please. Oh, I can't believe it. Just let him go. I understand sometimes they pull it back to book somebody. But I mean, why not just let the guy go there? Yeah, I guess a hat-trick would be too much to ask, would it? Finish it off.
It would be some way to finish off the title, and he's sent Huth away, he's sent Jarošík away.
That's fantastic, though. 12th league goal of the season.
Lampard.
But what a difference. This is why Chelsea wanted to finish today. What a difference to go to Anfield for that huge night up there as champions.
Especially with Liverpool going into the game off the back of being held by Middlesbrough as well. Davies' cross, Jaïdi still forward. Jarošík. Haim gets in the tackle. Makélélé. Pedersen. Now Gallas. Gotti.
Geremi's given his manager food for thought. He's played well at right back today.
From which Bolton have caused problems. Speed looking for the flick on, cleared by Ricardo Carvalho, and Hierro as we test the goalkeeper. Is it burst?
No, I think they've kept a few of them down, not wanting to go too soon, but I think at 2-0 and in the last 8 minutes of this match, I think they're quite confident. The team have defended brilliantly all season. Not going to concede two.
Geremi. There's Hierro. Bruno and Gotti. Gardner. Belted clear by Ricardo Carvalho. Ben Haim's header away. And so Allardyce rally his team, get something out of the game and stop Jose Mourinho celebrating here and now this evening. Celebrations won't be too long lasting with that important date on Tuesday. Cross aimed at Kevin Davies.
Well, everything that Chelsea have been good about this season, the majority of things, we've seen them today in small ways. John Terry's attitude, his desire, his hunger to stay on, you know, when he's got whacked in the face and carry on playing. Lampard's contribution at the other end with vital goals at vital times. The goalkeeper, you know, he doesn't have a lot to do at times, but when he's called upon to make a save at a big time, my goodness, he hasn't let his side down at all.
Central spine, isn't it? But in a good.
And Makélélé, I think, you know, if you talk to Mourinho, he will tell you that he thinks that Chelsea's player of the year has been Makélélé.
So let's not underestimate the difference that Mourinho himself has made either. Cleared by Terry. Well, they're confident enough now to unveil the banner. The Roman army closing in on the title. Guðjohnsen, what an emotional return to the Reebok Stadium this is going to be for the former Bolton player. He's not going to see out the last 5 minutes, but he knows that he's just 5 minutes away from picking up a Premiership winners' medal. Joe Cole, not the most popular here over an incident a couple of years ago in West Ham's relegation season, when he got involved in a bit of a fracas near the end, for which he was fined and reprimanded. But what a transformation this will be for him, 2 years after being relegated from the Premiership to win it. Geremi's cross.
Great ball. Great ball. Good defending in the end. Can stand in, skipper. No rush though for Frank Lampard to trot over. 5 at the back, not taking any chances. Chelsea now have given Bolton any encouragement.
Here's Lampard. Cole. Lampard lashes it against Gary Speed. Frank Lampard's first Premiership goal for Chelsea was against Bolton, a 5-1 win some 3 years ago. But his most important goals for Chelsea have come today against the same opponents. Maybe Lampard and Cole show just what a difference a coach can make. He knew that there was great potential in those players when they were coming up through the West Ham academy, but they've now got a manager who's got hold of both of them, steered them in the right direction.
I think, to be fair, Claudio Ranieri is a bit responsible, certainly for Lampard's rise as a footballer. And like Frank's just showed this season, what he has learned in the last couple of years prior to Abramovich coming, Mourinho coming, sorry.
Bolton get a corner. Is there still hope yet of a comeback for the team hoping to be in the Champions League next season? Diouf for the corner. Here's Ngotti. By Jarošík. Challenged by Frank Lampard.
Well, you watch a difference in energy levels from now to the end of the season in the games they play at Chelsea. The relief, the release.
Makélélé has looked to set Joe Cole away here. It's a straight race with Ben Haim. And Joe Cole showing great strength, but Ben Haim showing equal determination.
That was a good little battle.
Not too many people have seen Chelsea win the league. You'd have to be about 55 plus to remember the last time they did it.
I think Kevin Nolan's just been booked. Played the ball out. Steve Dunn didn't like it. He kicked it away.
Jaïdi's header. Gardner's throw, led by Geremi.
It just shows you how quickly Mourinho's learned as well, Rob. You know, they really got a good, well, I was going to say a good doing, but a good beating over at times when they played Bolton. They learned that at Stamford Bridge that day. Picked a more physical side, a bigger side, One that he knew would stand up and be counted when he had to cope with all the aerial stuff. It's worked a treat for him.
Suggestion.
Sorry.
Wholesale changes today prove wide of the mark, and the two changes he's made were significant. Here's Cole. Now Makélélé. Cole caught by Fernando Hierro. Modern-day Chelsea 4 minutes away from repeating the historic achievement. The side managed by Ted Drake and captained by Roy Bentley half a century ago. The trip will be well worth it for these fans, who will be able to say in years to come, I was there, although they'll hope it's not another 50 years before they win the next one. Jarošík. Huth. Been plenty of changes in football itself since Chelsea won that title in 1955. One of them is the allowance of the use of substitutes, and Jose Mourinho has certainly used those to a full extent, as he is doing today, and Claude Makélélé is getting a rest, and Smertin's coming on.
No, it's just symbolic, this, really. They often do that with good players. It's hugely important to them. Just a little thank you. Which gives him a huge hug. Sorry, though, we just looked down there. Mourinho had Makélélé wrapped in his arms there at that moment.
Well, it's not being too presumptuous now, is it? You can understand them having those T-shirts on because they are so close. Frustration for Joe Cole, who felt he should have had a free kick. Here's Pedersen. Nolan's cross, Jaïdi just wide of the upright.
Yeah, had it covered, goalkeeper. He's not really concerned about this header, you watch him. Knows it's going wide, it's on target, he'll save it. At least you feel that anyway, don't you?
Well, you trust his judgment the season he's had.
Yeah.
If not, maybe he's kicking. It is assured now. Those good as.
What a throw in there? Was that a throw in? I don't think it could be offside from a throw in. Never mind. I might be wrong.
Well, the party's already begun.
Hasn't the touchline yet. Enjoy it, boys, I tell you. Brings back memories. And they're great times. They won't have much time, you're right, Rob, to celebrate. You've got other fish to fry.
Joe Cole, is there to be a final crowning glory on this performance? Here's Hierro. Huth. Now Jarošík. Chelsea seconds away now, and Steve Dunn has already checked the watch. Jose Mourinho is already celebrating, and in his debut season as manager, Jose Mourinho has done it. He's led the team to title finished as runner-up in the PFA Awards last season. He's not a runner-up today, he's a champion. Chelsea are Premiership champions for the 2004 to 2005 season. Let the begin in Bolton. Not too much time to party, with the aim of rounding off the season with a Champions League success to repeat what Mourinho did with Porto last year. The man who's bankrolled the revolution, as calm as anyone in the ground, but the Chelsea players must feel a huge surge of relief, as do the fans, that the title has been won.
Well, they've been in view of the finish line for, it seems, such a long time. They went top, I think, sometime in November, and they would be caught, everyone thought. Manchester United and Arsenal would get their act together and close the gap and eat them up. They haven't. They've just got stronger and stronger. Yes, they've had a little blip. Their form has maybe gone down a touch in the last couple of weeks, but the finishing line has been cleared. They are over it. And people like John Terry now know what it truly means to be a winner. When you win your league, you are the best club in the land. And John and the boys are part of the best club in the land this year.
Just think, for 49 years, winning titles has been something that's happened for other clubs. Now it has happened again for Chelsea. What a centenary year this has been for them. 14 different clubs have won the league title since Chelsea last won it back in 1955. The likes of Wolves and Burnley, Ipswich, Derby, Forest, who are relegated today, have won the title since Chelsea last won it. So these are scenes to savour for the men from Stamford Bridge. Quite a party today, and it will be quite a party as well next week in SW6 when the trophy is handed over to them.
Yeah, it'll be a special day. The great celebrations, they're emotional. Relief, we've done it. That's what's going through their minds. But I guess they'll be professional. This won't last long, trust me. This will not last long. They'll enjoy it and savour it, but get ready for the big one, as you said, next weekend, when the trophy is finally presented.
John, congratulations, you are the champions of the land. How does that feel?
Jeff, it's the best feeling I've ever experienced, mate, honestly. It's been a long time coming. Look at the support today, the boys. We've waited a long time for this and we fully deserve it.
How much was there a determination to come here today, get it won, get it done?
Get it over and done with today. We didn't start too well first half. All credit to Bolton, they got in amongst us. They caused us problems. The second half, we got a bit of a telling off. We come out and responded perfectly.
And in front of these fans, well, they've waited for so long. Does that make it more special?
It does, so special. I mean, look at the lads, the fans, everyone. We deserve this so much, honestly.
And what can you say about the manager who's brought it to you?
He's been fantastic. I can't speak highly enough of him. Honestly, mate, he's been brilliant.
Let's have a quick word with Frank. Frank, your best ever scoring season. The goals today that won the championship, is that the icing on the cake?
Yeah, I mean, look at the fans here today. I thought I owed them one after that missing midweek, and today's the best way to repay them.
I mean, in terms of Chelsea, what they've achieved today, what does it say about the togetherness of the squad?
I mean, you can see it for yourself. I mean, we're all together. This championship is not about like a few of us or an individual, it's about everyone, all the squad. And it's been a magnificent achievement from the management staff all the way through the players.
You've been inching your way towards it. How does it feel now you've finally done it?
I don't know about inching, we're about 14 points clear, but no, I know what you're saying, and it's a great relief. 50 years for them playing for all the players is magnificent.
You've got a big game on Tuesday. Are they going to be quiet celebrations tonight?
I think they're going to be quiet because we know that's a massive game for us. We've done the first thing we wanted to do, win the league, and now we want to beat Liverpool.
Is it going to take a while for it to sink in, do you think?
I don't know, yeah, maybe. I mean, this is a moment you remember for the rest of your life, so we're enjoying it.
Well done, Frank. Go and enjoy it.
Can I just say hello to Lucy? She's not very well. I'm going to say hello to her.
You have done. Well done, Frank.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Jose, a very special moment. Who are you on the phone to? Who did you want to talk to first?
My wife, my kids.
And what did they say?
They're in Portugal. They went to Portugal for this weekend, but they saw it live, and they're happy. Of course, they're happy like me.
Well, congratulations to you. Your team are now the champions of England. You said you were the special.
Our group is a special group. They deserve this. I think nobody speaking with fair and sense can say we don't deserve this title, because we did it absolutely magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. The players, they deserve this more than anybody. But I'm very happy for the fans, especially for fans never champions. So people with less than 50 years old. And Roman, I think he deserves a lot. Eugene, the people with the big boss, Peter Cannon. But this group is really special. That's why I want to stay with them the maximum time I can. So maybe I have to stay more than the contract I have, maybe more years.
So you'd like to talk about a new contract already?
It's possible. It's very possible, because my heart is with them.
Why is that? How has this club won your heart?
This group is special. My players are special, you know. It's not easy. The way we were champions is not easy. This weekend again, the same story. Why Arsenal play again on Monday? You know it, you don't tell me.
Yeah, but tell me, Jose, before you go, was there a moment in the season when you knew that you had won it?
Just now. Just now, because football is crazy sometimes, and mathematically is now. But we know from a few months ago that with the distance of 11, 9, 13 points, 10, this distance we kept from very early stage of the season, we know that it's very difficult to lose the championship. But everything is possible in football. So just now, when mathematically is over, is the moment where we really feel we are champions.
What is so special about this group of players you've moulded?
It's the mentality, it's the ambition, the desire. People coming from many different places. We met for the first time in July, and from that moment we built something special. When we have to play, we play. When we have to fight, we fight. When we have to suffer, we suffer. Always together. This game, I think, was the perfect game to be champion, because it was an incredible, difficult game. Bolton is a very different and difficult style of play, and we had to adapt. We play like we never do, but we did it. We finished the game with Robert, Huth, Jarošík, all the big guys for what? Just to fight. And we fought like lions. So the players deserve. And now is my time to disappear, and it's time for press with my players, the heroes.
Well done, congratulations.